You guys, this is the 5th time I am starting this video because it's either my dog or somebody is making noise in the background. Anyways, welcome back to my channel, guys. It is Nello here. Hope you guys are all doing fine. So from the title of this video, you guys already know that I'm going to be talking about, reviewing / reacting to Citation the Movie, which is a Nigerian movie that just came out on Netflix today. And see, I'm doing this I think this is most likely my first reaction video or something. Actually, I've talked about movies on my channel in the past. I have talked about 2 or 3 movies in the past, but yeah, I've been so excited about this movie, and I normally talk about movies that I've been excited about, to know if they live up the hype or not. I've been waiting for this movie to come out for so long. I follow Temi on Instagram, Temi Otedola, and immediately she posted about this movie, I got excited about it, and I've been waiting for it to come out, especially the fact that the movie is about sex for grades. If you're in Nigeria or African country, I'm sure you watched that documentary that came out, was it last year, about sex for grades? So yeah, I don't know, it was just a movie that I was genuinely interested in. Anyways, fast forward to today, the movie is finally out and your girl has watched it, so let us go ahead and dissect, okay? Okay, before we start, if my hair is flying up and down, please ignore it. Please do like you cannot see it. This might be my 2nd time ever on my channel, my natural hair. I don't know, just because I rather like cornrow my hair, but it's okay. We're natural hair today. That's number 1. Number 2, see, Temi and I, we are best friends, okay? You see Temi Otedola and me, Chinelo, we're best friends. We're sisters in spirit and we're best friends, okay? So if you hear me referring to her as my best friend in this movie, just know that it's Temi that I'm talking about. Just know that I'm talking about her. No, but seriously, like, I was so impressed by her character. You guys, she speaks fluent French. Well, I don't know if she's very fluent in real life, but like, she really spoke well in the movie. She speaks Yoruba and English. I mean, anyway, but yeah, that's how we are in my family. That's how we are in my family, we are like that. So it's not news. It's not news to me. Forget that I'm acting like it's a big deal. It's really not. We're all like that in my house. So moving on, I have my notes here. I watched the movie and I took down notes, okay? I took down notes. So where do I start from? Oh, I'm not going to tell you guys how the movie ended in case you're wondering. I'm not going to say how the movie ended. I'm not going to try to give too much details for those that watch this video and still want to watch the movie, okay? But yeah, I just wanted to do like a reaction to the movie. Let's start from, okay, sound. The first thing I noticed about this movie, the sound was ridiculously good. Sometimes in Nigerian movies, some of Nigerian movies, I'm sure, like a lot of Nigerian movies recently, I'm sure they've improved. I don't watch a lot of Nigerian movies, okay? Usually some I see on Netflix I watch, but some of them I notice that sometimes the sound, I don't know, there's just something off about sound sometimes. But with this one, it was a whole different case. The sound was so clear, so crisp. It was just perfect. Like, the sound, maybe because I'm a YouTuber, I noticed some things that regular people don't care about, but I really care about sound, and it was really good. Then the second thing is that the quality of the movie was top notch. Like, it was really good as well. And I like the lot they use, preset, theme, whatever you guys call it, but basically the lot they used is really nice. It made it look like the movie was acted in the 80s or something. And I don't know, it just, because it was like a university scene and everything, it made it look more real. I just like the lot shot. Again, maybe because I'm a YouTuber, that's why that matters to me, but it might not matter to the regular non-YouTuber person watching the movie. But I like the lot that they used very well. So Temi was in the movie, Iniedo was in the movie with a lot of other amazing actors and actresses. They all acted so well. Let me talk about the acting. I don't know anyone in this movie that will say did not act well. When every character played their part really well, that's exactly this movie. Like, seriously speaking, everybody, even Temi, this was her first movie ever and she still acted so well. You wouldn't even know it was her first movie. So yeah, basically the movie is about sex for grades, how lecturers take advantage of students. And okay, I feel like the most important thing to take away from this movie is not even just lecturers taking advantage, is that power play. So from the very first scene of this movie, I was already angry, I was already annoyed. I didn't go to a private university in Nigeria, so I never experienced anything like that in my life. I didn't go, what am I saying? I went to a private university in Nigeria. So in my private university, there was nothing like that that I know of, at least. Seriously, I never experienced anything like that in my life. And I know that people that go to like federal universities and state universities and all those other universities, it's quite common for them. So from the very first thing, it's like a story that we're all too familiar with. Lecturer failing someone, telling the girl, you have to help me to help you. In his words, you have to help me to help you. Okay, go and pay for hotel room and wait for me. I'll come and meet you there. Just the normal things that happen in Nigerian university, which actually shouldn't be normal, but sadly is the normal thing that happens in Nigerian university. I really hope that how everything played out in this movie happened in real life, but I don't know. Nigeria failed me. Let's not enter Nigeria matter right now. But the point is, from the first scene, I was already angry, okay? But clearly, that was just the first scene. My anger at this point was still beginning. And then, the whole movie was about Moremi. I think, yeah, that was Temi's name. Moremi and her professor, what was his name? Professor, is it Lucien? I know she was calling him Lucien. I think it's a French, I don't know. Anyways, let's say Moremi and Lucien, okay? The movie was centered around them. He was a very, well-respected professor. He has taught in England, in the US, in Nigeria, in different African countries, and he's quite young. He got this very smart professor, so he had a really, really good reputation. And then he came to teach. She was a postgraduate student as well. She was very smart as well, and I feel like that's why this movie is a bit, how do I put it? It's important in a way, because in Nigeria there are a lot of young graduates and a lot of 20-year-olds doing their masters. And to be honest, 20-year-old at 20, I didn't really know much, even though I felt like I knew much. And this movie kind of explains that in a way, because she was still young. She was 20, she was on 21 in the movie, and she was already doing her masters. I think I did my masters as well at 21, so I can very well relate to this story. I graduated at 19. I graduated university at the age of 19, and I started my masters at the age of 20. Yep. And I finished my masters at the age of 21. So it's very, very relatable, and it's so easy to take advantage of young people. I remember when Nazor, my cousin, finished school, my uncle didn't want her to just enter uni immediately, because I think she graduated secondary school at 15 or something like that. So I understand people's concerns, because it's easy for adults to take advantage of young people so easily, especially when they don't really have enough experience and they don't know how to handle some situations. Like in this movie, I feel like her character was she was really smart, but a bit naive, in the sense that this Professor Lucien or whatever was, how do I put it, making advances back to back to back, but she kept putting herself in situations where both of them would be alone, not on purpose, not like knowingly. Clearly she's not to blame for any single thing, but I feel like as someone with experience now, I would never put myself in that situation. So I like movies like this that bring up conversations like, okay, some, I want to say idiots, but let's pretend I don't say idiots, that will argue, why was she alone in the house with him, blah blah blah. But things happen. If you watch the movie, you realize that all the time she was alone with the professor, it wasn't even her doing. It was not her doing, but she found herself alone with him. I feel like from experience or by age, as you're growing, you realize, you just know how to get away from the situation quick. But her character was so innocent, so sweet. It's almost like the poor girl didn't see it coming, okay? So the guy was clearly extremely manipulative. From the very first day they met, the way they met, he manipulated her and she fell for it. That one, myself, I would have fallen for that one, because, I mean, I don't know, like, you wouldn't know that he was trying to manipulate you. You would just think everything happened naturally. It was later in the movie that we even found out that it was manipulation. Her boyfriend at some point in the movie was warning her that, men see over familiarity as a green flag, green light. Yes, that men see over familiarity as a green light, which is so disturbing and so, like, as I was listening to that part, I agreed with him, but at the same time, I was so angry and so irritated at the fact that because I'm friendly with someone, that one will automatically think I want to have sex with the person. This movie actually brings up a whole lot of conversation. So that part really pissed me off. But at the end of the day, is the fact. Is the fact all around the world, not even just in Nigeria or in African universities, all around the world. A lot of men see over familiarity as, in fact, to them it is over familiarity. But to you, you're just being yourself. The same way you be with every other friend, you're just doing it. But to a man with a sick brain, with a man with some sort of sickness in his brain, he's going to see it as a green light. That's just the fact. It has nothing to do with the girl. But anyways, her boyfriend was warning her that, you know, men see over familiarity as a green light. You know, she even taught the professor how to drive. At that point, I'm like, but why is a student teaching the professor how to drive? But you can you can tell that, I don't know, she's just maybe a free spirit. Anyways, the angry part, we have not gotten angry yet, though. This is just some few things. I'm trying not to tell you guys really what happened in the movie so that when you watch it, you can still enjoy it. But the angry part is after the guy now tried to abuse her and all the things that happened, they now started the hearing. Oh, and I should mention, before the abuse happened, he started saying things like, oh, when we are together, call me Lucien, okay? I'm just like, that's how I used to start. From Uncle Ikenna to when we are together, call me Henry. I don't know. Or when we are together, call me George. No, I'm not calling you George. Your name is Uncle Ikenna. It always starts like that. So, and at that point, I was just screaming in my heart, no, you like, I can see what was going to happen, but the poor character could not see it. You know, she couldn't see it. And then from call me Lucien to do you have a boyfriend? And she still couldn't see it. Oh, hold on, I wrote that statement back. I wrote that statement down. He said, and I quote, I have a funny feeling that in bed you like riding horse. Oh my God. And you know the sad part is after all this, she's still, I don't know, she still was so naively, I don't know the word to use. She still was so naive and she was still putting herself in wrong situations. See, let me tell you, it's just like how people learn self-defense and all that. Men, okay, let me not say men. Some men will always be dogs, okay? Some men, no matter, in fact, they can never have sense. So sometimes it's good to know these things, know the signs that when you see, you will run, okay? You will run. Anything that will make you, anything that will put you in an uncomfortable situation with the person, you avoid it. But then again, in this situation, it was different. This movie is so annoying. It's always like this, but. But again, in this situation, if she had actually avoided him and, you know, try to be mean about pushing him away, and he would have just failed her. In fact, he tried to do it later on in the movie. He would have just failed her. So that's why this sex for grades is just sad. Whatever. When the panel started, the people on the panel, they were so annoying at first. Like, they were really annoying. You could, okay, when they were introducing the professor, they don't even address him by Professor Lucien. No. They will tell her, Moremi, you mean to tell me that, hold on, I quoted them. Moremi, are you implying that your course supervisor, a senior lecturer, a professor of international repute, did this to you? I wanted to just slap someone for my screen. When you put it that way, it seems like you already believe that someone with this whole title, you know, how is it possible that a whole professor, somebody with international repute will do this kind of thing? It just implies that the girl was lying. And I feel like that's why a lot of people that get abused don't report their abusers, because everybody, the society already see them as important, as someone with international repute, and then you are just a med student looking for attention, because that's how they made it seem. Like, you know, he was clearly lying, and this guy is such a good liar. He was lying that she was the one throwing herself at him, and he was refusing. In fact, everything that happened with him, he turned it and said she was the one that did it. And it was almost believable in the sense that, like they just introduced him, someone with international repute. Who are you to come and argue with him? And he has taught in so many schools before. Why are you the first person coming? You know, that's why I love this whole Me Too movement. Everybody's coming out, everybody's speaking up. In fact, I just pray and hope that in future this will only be the beginning. It will not just be a trend that will just die down. Because after she came out, obviously, you know, things started coming up. But like I said, I don't want to spoil the movie for you guys. And another annoying thing that happened is when when he wanted to abuse her, he kept saying things like, I could see the way you have been looking at me. Did you not dress like this just to seduce me? Stop pretending. I know you want me. Girls cannot wear dress in peace. We cannot wear dress with slits in peace. You cannot wear bomb shots in peace. You cannot wear anything in peace in this world as long as you're a girl. And I feel like low-key, this movie just tackled a lot of problems that still fall under the same category, in the sense of this dressing. You know, when people rape people, they say she was dressed a certain way, she was dressed a certain way. Like all the other men and all the other women that saw her dressed like that, all of them, they are mad. It's only you that have sense. It's only you, the person with the sense, that know that she dressed like that just to seduce you. Point is, I like how the movie tackled just a lot of those things, and how, see, Fair Women, Iniedo's character was a cow in this movie. Iniedo's character was a fool, okay? I beeped myself there. But she was just a rubbish character. Her character, I hated her character so much in this movie. And what's sad about that character is it happens in real life, you know, because she had a crush on the lecturer, you know, yeah, just know it happens in real life. So fear women, fear men, oh, but fear women to fear everybody. Each time Moremi let herself stay alone with that professor, I was literally screaming. She didn't let herself do it. Each time it happened, let me put it that way, I was screaming because with the way they start acting, you know, I was just reading about it on Instagram yesterday, sexual grooming, you know, from my daughter with all these uncles, from, you know, you guys know how sexual grooming happens. It was exactly what he was doing to her, but sadly, maybe she didn't. I'm sure she knew, but what will you do, Sha, in this case? That's why sex for grades is so important, because in most cases you can't even do anything, because if you do something you will fail and you will repeat the class. In fact, they can fail you for 5 years apparently in Nigerian universities, and you will not be able to do anything about it. Anyways, I like how this movie ended. I like how this movie went. I only wish that every sexual harassment case in Nigerian universities will go like this, but we know that's not the truth. But I just love that movies like this are coming out and discussions like this are coming out, and that documentary Sex for Grades, this one is even the real life one, not just you know, a movie. But at the end of the day, are they really making the changes we want them to make? This life is just tiring sometimes. See, but I feel like everybody needs to see this movie. The actors were fantastic. The quality of the movie was amazing. The lessons from the movie, amazing. You know, you pick up a few lessons from this movie, trust me. I don't know, I just genuinely like the movie, and I just wanted to come out here and talk about it since my bestie was the one that acted the movie. I did say I'm sorry, but okay, fine, we'll be a group of best friends. Since my bestie was the one that acted the movie, you know, I just really wanted to see it, and I'm actually really impressed. Yeah, I just wanted to come out here and review/react. Is this really a reaction video? I don't know. All of you, hello KK reactors, tell me how it's done. Was this a reaction video or a review video? Whichever one, Sha. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Go and watch the movie on Netflix now. It's called Citation the Movie. It's called Citation. I keep saying Citation the Movie because I'm used to seeing it on Instagram referred to as Citation the Movie. But the name of the movie is Citation. It's currently on Netflix. And let me know what you think after watching it. After watching it, you can come back and comment and let me know what you think. Am I the only one that really thinks this movie is really good? Because I genuinely think the movie was really good. Anyways, that's for this video. I hope you guys are doing fine and having a good Friday. And I'll see you guys in my next video, okay?